Victory in Bristol on Tuesday night as the Gloucestershire dream of yet another B&H title stayed alive. Today, 6 other teams were trying to join them in the last 4. We've been at Yorkshire against Somerset. Hello to you and welcome to Taunton. Welcome to the highlights of the Benson Hedges quarter-final game between Somerset and Yorkshire. It's been a fantastic day down here in the West Country and the cricket hasn't been bad either. Yes, hello to you from myself and David Lloyd, and welcome to these highlights of a game, David, which has had a lot of confrontation in it. Well, there have been some private battles today with England players returning to county duty. Darren Gough, Andrew Caddick, Marcus Trescothick and Michael Vaughan, and then 2 overseas players, Jamie Cox and Darren Lehman, some class acts. OK, let's start off by just reminding you, of course, this is just one of 3 games that has taken place today. Somerset-Yorkshire are the highlights we're about to bring you, but the other 2 games that were going on were Nottinghamshire against Warwickshire and Sussex against Surrey, with those 4 teams also looking to try and make it into the B&H semi-final draw, which we will tell you about at the end of our highlights programme. Right, let's start at the very beginning here at Taunton, and we're going to start off with the pitch. You may remember that in the Gloucester-Durham game, Gloucester opted to play on a used pitch. Well, surprise, surprise, down here in Taunton, Somerset did exactly the same. Here's Ian.
Yes, Charles, thank you very much. It is a used wicket, but it's a totally different wicket to the one we saw yesterday. This is hard, has a little bit of grass, and I think the ball will go through, particularly the new ball, with good pace and good bounce. One of these wickets where small, fast outfield here at Taunton always has been short boundary straight, so attacking batting is what it's called for, and I believe that the side that wins the toss will do on this wicket what they want to do. Some sides like to chase, some sides like to set. This wicket, I think, looks fit and set and for good one-day cricket, unlike we've seen. Now, there's a little equation to be taken in here. There's 2 guys just here to the left of me. Let's ask them what they think about the wicket. Caddy, Goffy, what do you reckon?
Well, I think as usual, mate, I just turn up. I'm going to try hard. I'm only 5'11".
You're not that big.
Well, no, I have to just try and run in and give it all. I mean, it's easy for Caddy, 6'7". He gets bounced out of anything. So I just take what comes. He's the magician with the ball. I'm just ball at the other end.
Caddy, words of praise. He does talk some. He does talk some, doesn't he? He does. And if he's 5'11", we're all dreaming. But you know the wicket as well as most people around at the moment. It is very hard, isn't it?
It is hard. There's a good coverage of grass on it, which is characteristic of Taunton. So with that little bit of grass on it, it should go through. So she's a hard wicket for a one-day game.
So preference, boys?
I'm not saying nothing.
Well, I'll be bowling that end.
And I'll be bowling that end.
Yeah, but come on, toss goes up, coin goes up. What do you want to do?
I think it's a good batting wicket. It'll get low. It might get a little bit lower as the game goes on. The ball gets a bit softer, so it's going to be a bit more difficult for the batters down the order.
I would say, but from the practice wickets, I know it's totally different, but it's a used wicket. I would say if I was captain, I would bat you.
Well, many congratulations for the other day at Lord's, boys. Well, there you go. You got it from the horse's mouth. Whichever side wins the toss, it sounds as if they're going to bat. Back to you, Charles.
OK, thanks very much, Ian. So the bowlers definitely wanted to have a bat first. What about the captains? Well, Paul Allett was with them for the toss.
Jamie Cox is alongside me with the coin. David Bias is alongside him. David will call. Jamie is going to toss. What have you called, David? It's called a head. It's come down a tail. So, Jamie, you've won the toss. What are you going to do?
We're going to have a bet, Paul.
Yeah, you've used this pitch before, haven't you? But it looks pretty flat, pretty dry.
Yeah, it does. It had a little bit in it on Sunday for the game against Kent. It was fairly difficult all day, but the fact that it is a used wicket, I think we'll try and bat first and get a decent score.
Now, what about your side? You've got the 2 England boys in there.
Yes, we have. Always great to have Marcus and Caddy back. Hopefully they'll either get 100 or 5 for today. It'd be lovely.
And what about your bowling attack?
Yeah, we've got a good team attack. Andy Caddick, Stephen Jones, Jason Kerr with 2 spinners, Keith Dutchy and Blackwell, and Keith Parsons and Marcus to bowl as well. So I think we've got good balance, good variety. OK,
best of luck. Thanks for talking to us. David, you're going to have to bowl first on this. I suspect you would have liked to have batted.
Yeah, I think it would, as I say, but whatever you do, you've got to do it well. So, that's the way it goes.
Now, which one of your battery of England seamers have you had to leave out?
I've left Chris Silver out today. As I say, Goff is with us, and it's good to have him back with Vaughan and Hoggy, and so Souls can get his feet up, and then look forward to having him back on Friday.
Yeah, hard decision for you. Craig White not fit. He's playing with the seconds, is he?
That's right. Craig wants time in the middle. I mean, that was obviously something we spoke about together, and he wants time in the middle, and that's obviously probably the best opportunity he's got.
And what about your batting strength?
Well, I would say Mags has gone down with a groin strain, so we've got Matthew Wood in, and Buffer's in, Vaughan is in, so we should have enough help.
Best of luck. Let's have a great game. OK, then that's the story. Somerset have won the toss, and they've decided to bat first this morning.
Right, let's check out these two teams for you. The Somerset 11 on the left-hand side of your screen. Richard Johnson, of course, would normally have been in there, the man they signed from Middlesex in the closed season, but he's not fit. You may have heard David Byers talk about Mags. Well, that's Anthony McGrath, so that certainly is a weakness for Yorkshire. They're missing one of their top batters. No Craig White, of course, either. It just shows you how strong they are, that they can leave out the likes of Chris Silverwood on choice. Right, let's get to the action then. We'll join it early in the Somerset innings, and in the commentary box for us early on were Ramiz Raja and Ian Botham.
First ball. Nicely timed. Just worked away. Bit of rivalry will be here. England teammates now, Marcus Trescothick and Darren Goff, and first blood to Marcus Trescothick. In the air, shouts to catch it, but he won't catch that. That's 4. First boundary of the innings. And for Marcus Trescothick, the man that scores it.
It's a sweet timer of the cricket ball, Marcus Trescothick. Just leaning into that drive, a little uppish, but in the gap. There's a short boundary in that area, square on the offside. Nicely put away, just opened the face of the bat. Let the ball come and hit the bat.
Chance to catch it. And the bowler stands his ground. Mark Benson is unimpressed. And the Yorkshire team can't believe it. Now, what do you make of this, Ram?
There seemed to be a definite noise. I don't know whether it was a pad or a little bit of bat. Well, very difficult to judge. But I think the fielders and the bowler got excited because they heard something out there.
Again, you can't tell from that. Good shot, and through the gap. Very quick outfield here at Taunton. And Lehman doing the chasing, but 3 more to the total. And Somerset ease their way up to 13 without loss from 4 overs. That's a good shot, and that's going to go all the way to the boundary. You don't need to run for that here at Taunton. Races away. Marcus Trescothick at his best.
It's a lovely drive, bringing a lot of joy to the crowd here. Once again, beautiful timing. Hogarth bowling it just a little wide, allowing the batsman to go for that extravagant drive through the offside. In total control, putting the ball in the gap.
Got him. Darren Goff's got the wicket. Marcus Trescothick has gone. That is a big, big blow for Yorkshire. Lehman, the man at cover. Strange shot. He almost stopped on it, Ram.
Yes, he had a close look at the wicket when he was departing. There you see, just scooping the ball in the air. The ball didn't seem to stop anyway, but he just couldn't keep it down. Maybe a little bit of change in pace from Darren Goff. But an extremely important wicket. Marcus Trescothick goes for 12 and Somerset 23 for 1.
That's well timed. You don't bother running for those. That races away.
Once again, that line on the leg stump, you can't afford to do that in one-day cricket, especially in the first 15 overs. Easy helping in that area. The roll of the wrist and avoiding the field at square leg. That is what was required. Nice crisp shot.
Now, that's the problem. You have your fine leg up in the circle. You stray down there, and it's a give me 4 runs. Not sure that I agree with this field.
Yes, you can't afford to do that when the ball is drifting down the leg side and Hogarth bowling an in-swing. That is criminal when you've got no cushion in that area. Bowl a leg side delivery, and that too an in-swinging delivery.
Flicked away, 3 square leg. That's beautifully timed. Darren Gough has done a sterling job to pull that back. That's really good fielding. But Yorkshire will be worried about Matthew Hogarth and his waywardness.
Talk about that excellent line and length from Darren Gough. It's Hogarth who suffered. He's into his 6th over, but he's gone for 33, and he just starts to stray onto leg and middle. That's batter's line.
What a good stop. Lehman at extra cover. Saved a certain fall. It was a crashing shot from Jamie Cox.
Well, how's he stopped this? Cox on the drive. Full force of the shot. Holds on to it. Just on the drive, offside. Wonderful fielding. Intelligent lad, Peter Bowler.
Glorious shot through extra cover.
Get on these decent pitches at Taunton and you can play through the line of the ball. All the experience that you need, Peter Bowler. Yes, he'll be wanting to carry on playing shots like this. Just through extra cover on the rise. Got the confidence to take the ball on the rise.
Just enough width on that to steer it away down to third man. No slip in place. The attacking catchers are at short mid-wicket and short extra cover. Only 3 balls left when Yorkshire will have to have those 2 fielders in there close to the wicket.
Yep.
Another single. Ryan Sidebottom wants his backward point just a little bit finer.
It's a shot that both these batsmen play. And it only needs to be on the angle of left arm over, 6 inches outside off stump. Both these batsmen will look to dab the ball down to third man.
Just waiting for that, waiting for anything leg stump. Nobody out, and picked away over mid-wicket. Beautiful shot, plenty of bottom hand in it. The 50 comes up for Somerset in the 15th over.
Full house, high expectancy, particularly from the home spectators. Cox this time, the ball drifts onto leg stump.
Up and over the leg side. Just used to playing on a good pitch. Line's just fractionally off.
That's why the backward point went finer, to cut off that run. 6 from that over, 51 for 1. Tempo being picked up now after 15 overs.
That's going to race away. Too short from side bottom. And Cox is more than happy to hit those for 4 all day long.
Yes, the batsman quickly pouncing on that delivery, just a little short in length, no movement, and beautifully put away by Cox. He's used to playing on bouncy tracks in Australia. This was neatly put away. Sidebottom still very young, is only 23 years of age. I remember Wasim Akram had a lot of problem getting that in-swinging delivery going in his early career.
That's better, but again it's across the batsman, isn't it? But bringing Cox into the drive. It's too short, and that's hammered away again. And if David Byers can't hear the warning bells, he certainly ought to buck up, because it looks to me as though Somerset are at the moment on target for a big score.
Excellent batting. Once again judging the length early, in position early, and lovely square cut. Just had to pierce the infield, to play it in the gap. It was exquisitely timed by Jimmy Cox.
Oh, nice there, that's your line, Mouse.
Cox wanted the single, but Peter Bowler is still looking for the single, or Cox is rather, but Bowler's definitely not interested.
Yes, no weight, always is a dangerous proposition in the middle. Looking for a run initially, no response from the partner. Fielder hitting the stumps. Was there a chance of a run then? No. Stutterer and then going bang in his crease.
Catch it!
Well, that's down the leg side again, and there's no chance there of Darren Goff stopping that. The 50 partnership is up, and Somerset are rattling along here.
Catch it!
Well, now, as a polite inquiry, I'm not entirely sure that Peter Bowler's got a problem there. It's a deflection onto the stumps by Middlebrook, and Mark Benson hasn't even referred it, said not out. And so Bowler survives, but just for a moment Yorkshire had a glimmer of hope. It's little bits of luck like that, if they go your way, can change a game. Straight down the ground for a single.
Find your length, mate. Right on your length, Smitty.
Well, there was a chance of a run out, could have been unfortunate. Straight drive, batsman partly stopping it, the ball crashing into the stumps, but batsman, the non-striker, went in the crease.
Not to Mouse.
Ramesh, I think one of the things which will have disappointed David Byers was the bowling of Gary Fellows, because he just might have been the sort of bowler that was going to do a really good job for Yorkshire here. A little low, skiddy, medium pacer. If he could have bowled it straight and mixed his pace up, he could have been very difficult to get away. As it was, he went for 17 and he's had to come out of the attack. So now the off-spinner's got to do the same sort of thing and try and just take the momentum out of this Somerset innings. Middlebrook round the wicket. That's over extra cover or over mid-off. Is it out the grounds? It is. What a good shot that was by Jamie Cox. Forget milking.
That was an excellent shot. Difficult angle to play that shot. The way he actually played it, came down the track, didn't cover the off stump that you normally do when you're coming down the track. Stayed on that middle and leg stump and went through the offside.
Again, it's down the ground, but all along the ground on this occasion.
So you can easily come down the track and play the ball within the spin, with the spin.
Over.
10 off the over thence. Equally the most expensive over. Hoggard went for 10. Now Middlebrook's gone for 10. No wonder Ian Botham liked batting here, eh, Rami? He's just kept chipping it out the ground, didn't hit it properly at all. Mind you, the stand is named... Ooh, a little bit of turn there.
Different line as well. Was initially looking to push the ball through. This one went the other way, a little bit of spin and turn.
That's the 100 up. We're in the 25th over. So it's an excellent base for Somerset. They'll have wickets in hand. Cox 44, bowler 37.
Invariably the ground's full for these big matches.
Well, there's been a lot of guesswork there. Was he outside the line? Did it turn enough to hit the stumps, or was it going down the leg side?
Well, it didn't spin its ball from wide. Definitely will drift down the leg side. Wide angle.
Nurdled away on the leg side for just one.
They've done a lot of that, haven't they? Nurdling into that leg side. Off the spinners, they'll just nudge the ball away, keep the board ticking over. There's been one big shot from him, 6.
Cut away. Should only be one, though.
For gripper, lads.
Henry Cox pushes it to long on, and that brings up his 50 for the Somerset captain. And a lot of good cricket this morning, Somerset. They've paced themselves nicely.
That's Jamie Cox. Analysis of where he's scored his shots, a wagon wheel. Gets the ball going down the ground. There's a shot. You'll see that often, round the wicket on a good pitch, off spinner. And just look to push the ball into the leg side. It's reflected when you look at a batsman's wagon wheel. Playing to his strengths, knocking the ball into the leg side, knocking the ball down the ground, like that.
Is it going to clear? It does. Well caught in the field in the season as well. So all you have to do is just get it over that boundary.
Good equipment, good bat, good shot. Second 6 for Cox, clean as you like. Back a bit, back a bit.
It's the 100 partnership then between Bowler and Cox. Somerset winning the toss this morning, having no hesitation in batting and justifying that decision. quite where he intended.
He's just looking to bowl over the wicket, Darren Lehman, into the bowler's footmarks that are outside the batsman's leg stump. It's just a change of plan, a change of angle. Some rough areas just outside leg stump there.
Well, this could be out. Well, how often do you see that? And I have to say that Jamie Cox knew when he hit it that he was in trouble. Never looked up. Darren Lehman has got that vital breakthrough.
Well, you can call this lucky as you like. He lets this go, Darren Lehman, and says, oh no. Jamie Cox, high on the bat, swings it round to deep backward square leg. Forget the rough outside the footmark, just ball it onto the middle of the bat and the fielders will do the rest. Long, long way out to that boundary. Square of the wicket. He'll be kicking himself, Jamie Cox. High full toss, played really well for his 62. Somerset are 131 for 2.
Ian Blackwell, that's from Somerset. Formerly with Derbyshire County Cricket Club. Just 22 years of age. Off the mark.
Peter Bowler's on 49.
It's the 50. The bowler, 50 from 95 deliveries. It's now the field for him to play the anchor role. Still think Somerset have still got to be thinking 140 for 2 with 16 overs left. They've got to be thinking 250, 260. Good shot for no runs.
Michael Vaughan in that business position, just behind square on the offside. Feel sure that Gough will be looking for this full swinging Yorker. That's what he's come back for. Mid-innings.
Ouch. Now that's inside edge and it's missed the pad. Well, I think Goughy finds it quite amusing. I'm sure Peter Bowler finds it quite so amusing. He's inside edge onto the knee. It'll have missed the padding and it'll hurt. We saw Steve James have a similar injury earlier on the season, kept him out for quite a while.
Well, he was beside himself there, the Dazzler. Off spinner. Ouch.
Catch it.
It's clubbed away. It's going to be at least 4. It is 4. Nothing that Matthew Horner can do. Splitting the fielders at mid-wicket and long on.
First boundary for 18 overs.
Yeah.
So they can afford
150 is up.
smooth sailing, just 2 wickets down. Could be now just a touch adventurous. That's been well set. The second 50 being the fastest of the innings. The third, 72 deliveries taken.
Out. Side bottom strikes. Vaughan is the catcher, and that's a blow for Somerset because Bowler, the man who was anchoring the innings, has gone.
He's just a little frustrated out there the last 15 or 20 minutes. Straightforward delivery, ball being angled across, played it uppishly in the air, nicely held by Vaughan there. Really had to go down to collect that one very neatly. Ryan side bottom, picking up the vital wicket here. Bowler, after playing a very good innings of 62, goes in Somerset now 150 for 3.
Well, Burns has got to try and repair the damage and pick up the momentum here, because otherwise Somerset are going to fall well short of what they should have got. 31-year-old with an average of only 23. We've seen him make runs before, though, on Sky Sports. Here's why he's in.
Pretty innocuous-looking delivery, angling the ball across the right-hander, swooping that one in the air. Ball taking the outside edge.
Oh, just over the top of extra cover. Might have been through the hands the way David Bias is looking at them. Did he just get a little tip on it?
It was hit pretty hard in the air, intentionally play that way. A little bit of the palm would have been a wonderful catch had it stuck. That ball was really travelling.
Catch!
Burns gets the sweep out early on. No surprise that Burns should have had a little sweep early on. He came here from Warwickshire, where of course Dermot Reeve and Bob Bulmer are great exponents of the sweep shot. And Blackwell's got it out, and that's away fine. This could be 4.
Middlebrook straying down the leg side, and easy helping there. Sweep shot fine. Really had to do a lot with that delivery because it was always aimed at that leg stump.
159 for 3 Somerset. The projected targets are coming down all the while. They were looking as though they were going to get well over 250. Now Fellows is back into the attack, and straight away that's a wicket. So Fellows has come back into the attack, and he's got another one for Yorkshire. 159 for 4. Really good catch.
Not a very good shot from Blackwell. He was looking to hit that one away towards the onside. Met Darren Lehman in the way. Very good take by the Aussie. The effort comes to an end. There was a bit of frustration out there for Ian Blackwell. Parish for 12 and Somerset 159 for 4.
The all-rounder Keith Parsons comes to the wicket now with the fall of Blackwell's wicket. Really good catch by Darren Lehman. He's off the mark straight away. Ryan Sidebottom down there with the tumbling stop. They're coming back for 2. It's good running by Somerset. Get the feeling that Somerset will reckon that Fellows is the man they've got to target to have a go at.
Catch it! Oh.
Good work by Hoggard.
Both these batsmen pushing hard at the ball.
Catch!
Not really timing it, and also not being able to place it the way they would have liked to.
Catch it, Ronnie!
That's hauled away. Matthew Wood is out there. The boundaries either side of the wicket here are very long. It's when you hit straight that they're short.
Oh, Ronnie!
Batsman not been provided with that length to hit straight. Fellows been just a little short in length. That is an excellent delivery. Little shape into the right-hander, short in length, blocking the shot.
trying to hit square of the wicket or down to cow corner. It's quite a big hit. Similarly on the offside. Oh, the Brains Trust are having another meeting. Bias, Lehman and Fellows. I would imagine that Fellows is basically getting his instructions here. So that over yields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight down the ground, glorious shot. Bit of thuggery involved in that one. That's got the Somerset faithful a bit more cheerful.
Right kind of stuff. Coming down the track, over the bowler's head, and straight. You don't have any fielder in that position. Always is a safe shot.
Pick that up, it's gone up in the air. Gone. Safely caught. Side bottom gets rid of Parsons. It was a fairly simple catch.
Well, it's one of those dismissals where the batsman will feel unlucky, the bowler relieved. It's a good hit. In fact, if he committed himself to the shot instead of just working it, might well have hit it out the ground. Good catch. James Middlebrook, the man doing the catching. And Yorkshire get themselves right back into this game. It's 184 for 5.
Rob Turner is the new batsman for Somerset. A little bit surprised to see him coming in so low down the order. He's at the non-striker's end. That's good bowling from Ryan Sidebottom, right up in the block hole, looking to hit off stump. .196 for 5, Somerset. It's over mid-wicket. It's not going to go away for 4. So Matthew Huggard will be bowling this, the 48th over, and the 50th by the looks of it. Darren Gough, the 49th. You had a look at this pitch earlier on today, Ian. What, do you have any feelings about a sort of par score?
I thought it looked pretty good. It's a fast outfield, short boundaries. I really think that Somerset, the way they're going, will be about 30 short of what they should be.
That's gone straight up in the air. Somebody's going to have to call and catch it. Darren Lehman's the man who takes the responsibility and takes the catch. That's the end of Burns. Comfortably caught by Lehman off Huggard.
I would say 250 is par, answering your question, but I think Somerset are going to fall well short of that. This one skied up there. And at one stage, it looked like no one wanted it, and then Darren Lehman said, OK, mine. Job done. It's 199 for 6.
New batsman is Keith Dutch. He's at the non-striker's end. Will be on strike now. 200's up for Somerset with that leg bye. That's in the air. And out. Matthew Wood takes the catch, sliding in from deep square leg. Somerset are subsiding badly here. They're 200 for 7 now.
Well, I have to say, they're making a bit of a pig's ear of this. Somerset, 250 should have been the smallest total they got. They'll be lucky to get 220 now. Keith Dutch goes for naught. It's now 200 for 7, caught by Wood off the bowling of Hoggard.
That's found the gap wide of extra cover, and that'll race away. Scream past Darren Lehman. That's what Somerset wanted.
Smashed through the offside.
Trying to take the pace off that a little bit. They'll come back for 2 and get 2 comfortably. It's a good effort from Wood to get the throw away as he was off balance. Good finish from Matthew Hoggard, just a single off the last ball. Just 8 runs off the final over. He'll settle for that.
Well, there's no doubt about it. That was a disappointing effort by Somerset. 210 for 7. They really should have got a lot more than that. Consider, at one stage, they were 130 for 1 in 30 overs. But Jamie Cox's dismissal triggered the slide, and it was a really dreadful delivery, to be honest with you, from Darren Lehman. And Cox's dismissal really not the happiest moment for the Somerset captain. As far as Yorkshire were concerned, of course, though, they were pretty happy with life, especially Darren Goff's performance. What a fine bowler he is. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 18. Only took the 1, but it was the one he wanted. It was Marcus Trescothick. Well, David Lloyd is still with me. I think Dazzler enjoyed getting Marcus Trescothick.
Well, it's one of those one-on-ones, and you could tell just by his expression when he'd taken the wicket that was the one that he really came for. But Yorkshire stuck at it, and sometimes you just need that little bit of luck. It was a dreadful delivery from Darren Lehman, and Jamie Cox just finds deep backward square leg. From then on, Yorkshire grabbed hold of the game, and it was plain sailing for them throughout that Somerset innings.
2 things occur to me. First of all, Rodney Marsh once famously said that Englishmen bowl nothing but pies. Well, that was a pie.
That was. It was a pie by an Australian, but you just need that little bit of luck every now and again, and you never know. It changed the game.
Can't rubbish a good full toss. Do you remember Alex Stewart getting out to Stuart McGill in a test match at Brisbane? Another full toss, slapped it straight down square leg's throat.
We can all hit them to the fielders.
OK, so we're just about set then for a quick break now. When we come back, though, we'll have a look and see how Yorkshire got on as they chased 2-11 for victory. And, of course, Vaughan tried to get the better of Caddick.
It's a gift for Michael Vaughan. He's clipped it through mid-wicket for 4. No batsman could wish for an easier way to get off the mark.
Once again, the line not right on that middle and leg stump. Michael Vaughan will not miss those. Quality player. Very elegant shot through the onside, through mid-wicket. Nice timing as well. Good positive start by Yorkshire.
It's beautifully tucked away off his hip again by Vaughan. A long chase for Blackwell, who gets there. Vaughan will get 3. He'll keep the strike, and it'll be Andy Caddick bowling to him. That is a glorious stroke from Michael Vaughan. Probably the shot of the day.
Exquisite drive through the offside. Caddick looking for some movement. Not there, and beautifully put away. Stylishly, elegant shot. Coming at the meat of the bat.
Another good drive through the covers by Vaughan. It's racing away across the square. Andrew Caddick has a smile on his face, but he won't be happy with this over. He's gone for 9, including a wide. It's 21 for none from 3 for Yorkshire.
Another lovely drive, this time a little square, waiting for that ball to come on to him. And playing it with the movement. Looking for that outswing. Lovely balance.
Lovely stroke. 4. Just punched away through mid-on. It's one of the hardest strokes to play. But David Bias has silenced this Somerset crowd with that stroke.
That's a lovely drive through the onside. Earlier saw a couple of covered drives that Michael Vaughan hit. This one was through the onside. Put away with a lot of ease and style.
Down to third man. And 4. Nothing going Somerset's way at the moment. Stephen Jones down at third man, couldn't stop this.
Second slip not there anymore for Caddick. And the ball really going through that area. No chance to the fielder there, would have bad bounce in the end. Thirteen of just 16 deliveries with two boundaries. A very good strike rate as well.
Edged, gone. Just nibbled at that. Peter Bowler has taken the catch. Andrew Caddick has got the breakthrough that Somerset wanted. This could just peg Yorkshire back a bit. Bias has gone.
What the Somerset bowlers were hoping they'd get. Breakthrough, lovely delivery, shaping away from the left-hander and edge, and safely held in first slip. Comfortable height, no mistake in the first slip. That's a crucial blow because David Bias was looking extremely good. He's gone for 13 and Yorkshire lose their first wicket for 34.
That's a much better line. Point of contact, though, is outside the line of off stump. Wood survives his first ball.
Yes, the impact slightly outside the off stump. Good stride forward as well. That just can't be given out.
It's come back the other way. This time he did cover up. Caddick smiles, but Vaughan, it won't interest Vaughan at all. It's missed off stump, and that's good enough for him.
So Michael Vaughan extremely careful in that area of just outside the off stump. There's a slip in place. Andrew Caddick has already picked up a wicket, so he wants to be extremely careful.
Well, that's glorious. Absolutely stunning from Vaughan. It's his 6th boundary, and it's the best of the lot.
Looking for the ball to come in his range, the firing range. And the moment it came, it went off like a bullet. That's a lovely drive through the offside, this time through straighter cover. Excellent follow through.
Too short, pulled away. Glorious stroke, showing an array of strokes all around the wicket, Michael Vaughan. That is a great way to bring up the Yorkshire 50.
Michael Vaughan showing real class here. Picking up the length early. Batsman in excellent touch. Good roll of the wrist and playing it with utmost ease.
Somerset need to take a wicket or two here to try and stem this flow of runs. Now that's gone high in the air and way, way, way over mid-wicket. And Vaughan is playing every shot in the book here.
It's an exhibition from Michael Vaughan, playing shots all around the wicket. This is the 8th boundary. Yet again, a new bowler into the attack, exploring the middle of the pitch, medium pace.
That'll be 4. Short, wide, help yourself.
Plays it well, Matthew Wood, into the side because Anthony McGrath is injured. Confidence of Yorkshire to say to Matthew Wood, well, you bat 3. Nothing for short, absolutely nothing for short on this sort of pitch.
Oh, that's got to be close. It's out. Well, that's a much-needed breakthrough. 73 for 2.
It's better bowling, more of an off-stump line, off and middle. The ball pitches outside off-stump, goes along to hit off. Matthew Wood looking to pull through the leg side. The ball stays ever so slightly low, but it's the wrong shot. The right shot for him. The ball crashes into the pads. It's another wicket for Somerset coming back into the game. It's certainly not too high. Ball stays slightly low. Absolutely in front of middle and off Matthew Wood. He's gone for 7. Yorkshire are 73 for 2.
Straight away, Lehman is off the mark.
Lehman off the mark with a solid drive, straight drive. Decent field that's set for him. Yes, there is a slip in, and the offside is very tight. There are 3 fielders staving 1 on the offside, but on the leg side there's a deep backward square leg. In fact, it's deep in front of square on the leg side.
Same again, thank you very much. Exactly the same shot, exactly the same place. But this time he's timed it even better and he's got 4 for it.
A leg stump line full of length. A quality player will look to play that straight back down the ground. 2 balls for Lehman, and again an excellent shot.
Lovely work by Vaughan, use of the feet, and that's going to be 4, and that is a 50 for Michael Vaughan. What a good innings.
Brings the 100 up, and in some style, you have to say. 101 for 2 now.
Like all top-class players, Michael Vaughan has the ability to find gaps. This one was a little wide and short. The first delivery from Marcus Trescothick.
He's gone for the pull. He actually hasn't got it out of the meat of the bat. A little high on the bat, I feel, but an easy enough single. Nicely played, very delicate. And there's the quick outfield coming into play again. That brings up the 50 partnership between these two. Partnership now worth 51. And, they don't seem to have been together that long, do they, Ram?
Yes, almost run a ball stuff from both these experienced players. Michael Vaughan in magic touch here. Didn't push hard at the ball. Playing it fine away from the fielder. That is what it required, a thick, healthy edge.
Well, I can tell you what, that's his 14th boundary.
That has been his favourite area. Driving off the front foot, wide of mid-off. And the mid-off was up in the circle, so all he had to do was to beat Andrew Caddick, which he did with a fluent drive.
Keep coming in, the judge star.
Once again, wonderful timing.
Short, pulled. It's gone straight to the man on the boundary. Single. Well, that can only be described as a buffet ball. It really is a help-yourself job. It's an attempted slower ball, I think, but, well, it was just served up to be put away.
Yes, the attempted slow delivery, gone horribly wrong. Half-trekker, easily picked up by Darren Lee.
Come on,
no
big man,
problem
straight back
whatsoever.
on it here.
A roll of the wrist, playing it down away from the fielder.
There's 5 inside the circle, all saving 1.
Clubbed away. Over straight mid-wicket, had so much time. Takes Vaughan on to 99.
And Jamie Cox looks on. Just a short ball, no pace. Gets the treatment from Vaughan, into position very quickly. There just is nothing for short on pitches like this, nothing. Only boundaries.
Vaughan on 99. Still on 99. At the end of the over, 167 for 2. Caddick with his last over here at Taunton. Uppercut over backward point by Lehman. That's a class one-day stroke. It's a class stroke in any form of cricket. It's brought him 4.
Almost a slow motion shot from Lehman. He sets himself. Now where should I hit this? All right, I'll go over the top. He's got 2 options. He could have rolled his wrists on the ball and keep it down. Decided to go way over the top.
Have another go. This time he's got over the top of it.
Now that's the second one. Now he could have gone over the top there again, but he tries to roll his wrists and keep the ball down. The 4 ball, first ball of the over, almost like an uppercut. This time he tries to just keep the ball down.
The round the wicket experiment has ceased from Andrew Caddick. 2 balls, 2 short balls. Another short ball. Roll the wrists on this one and timed it away down to third man. Not the length to be bowling, I don't think.
No, he's trying to crank up a gear, Andy Caddick. It's his last over. And he too has gone for a few. He's gone for 54. Michael Vaughan comes on to strike, and he'll have a glance round here. Where do I get 1? He might get a 4, but he'll be looking for 1. He's on 99.
Partnership's 99 as well. He's been gifted it. Gifted it. It's been a marvellous innings by Michael Vaughan. Well may he smile, because this 100 has been full of the highest quality of shots you could ever see. It's his first one-day 100, and it's taken him just 112 balls. Well, it's another gift for Michael Vaughan, and he's taken it, just dispatched it with ease backward of square for 4. It's 182 for 2. There's that width again. Yes, everything that has been served up for Yorkshire has been dispatched. There's no question about that. There's been some class batting. Hardly missed a delivery. And anything that's been wanting putting away, Vaughan has done it. Oh, that could be the shot of the day. It's one of the hardest shots to play. Hit it all along the ground through wide mid-on. And remember that Trescothick isn't rattling through at good pace. He's had to put the pace on the ball there, Vaughan. Glorious stroke.
Well, there's been plenty to choose from, and that's as good as we've seen from Michael Vaughan. Any sort of package that you put together, he's played either side of the wicket, front foot, back foot.
Chopped away. 190 for 2, 34 overs gone. Certainly this partnership of 118, Darren Lehman's 43, strangely for him the junior partner in it. So invariably the ball has sprung to the boundary off the middle of the bat, and there goes another one.
Watch the back lift. It's Lehman again, driving through the offside. Very much a power player. It's a high back lift, picks his spot through extra cover.
Well, I'm not sure he's trying to stop it or get out of the way. That brings the 200 up. 202 for 2.
The driving has been awesome. Burns really struggling to get out line of that one from Michael Vaughan.
Well, we don't worry about that one. We'll just hoist it into the grandstand for 6. This game is all but over.
Right throughout this innings, Michael Vaughan has shown his authority. And just lifting that one easily through the onside. A slow delivery.
Two to win then. Lehman hit the boundary. He'll get his 50. And Yorkshire through to the semi-final. First team home. And that'll probably just about do it. End of match. Darren Lehman brings up his 50, 51 not out. And Michael Vaughan, 125 not out. And from the moment he arrived at the crease, looked in total control. Played very, very well. And quite rightly, all the Somerset fielders congratulating him. It's even time for that young man's autograph.
Brilliant stuff by Yorkshire and by Vaughan and Lehman in particular. Vaughan's highest score in domestic one-day cricket, 125 not out, his first 100 for Yorkshire in the one-day stuff, and he did bat absolutely beautifully. Impressive stuff to see an international cricketer coming back and just stamping his authority on his county colleagues. And Lehman at the other end, well, he was just Darren Lehman, wasn't he? Knew exactly what he was doing. And if Gough had won the battle as far as his affair against Trescothick, Caddick, of course, was hopelessly outgunned by Michael Vaughan, and 1 for 57 would certainly have disappointed the Somerset paceman. The rest of the Somerset bowlers were very unimpressive, and we can confirm the result for you now. Yorkshire winning by 8 wickets, and look at the amount of overs they had in hand. 13 overs and 2 balls. It was a thrashing, no doubt about it. Well, afterwards, Paul Allott spoke to the 2 captains and the Gold Award winner.
Jamie, goes without saying that you'll be very disappointed with that performance.
Yeah, very disturbed. Obviously, I thought we needed a lot more runs. When we were batting on the wickets, it was quite evenly paced, and I was disappointed not to get at least 250. But even with 210, I didn't think we were quite up to the task of trying to defend that sort of score today.
No, things fell apart really when that partnership between you and Peter Bowler was broken.
Yeah, it was. Bowles and I had a plan that we were going to try and take the score obviously a lot further than what we were before we were going to take some risks, and I did that dumb thing and cost us my wicket. So I mean that partnership was crucial to us, and probably the reason we didn't get 270.
Yeah, and the bowling really never came up to the mark, did it?
No, credit to their guys. I mean, they come out with a very positive intent, and I mean Vaughan played outstandingly. Buffer played exactly as I know Buffer can play, you know, just come in and polished it off very professionally. So no, credit to them. I thought they batted brilliantly, but we certainly didn't bowl well enough, no.
Well done, David. That was a great performance, wasn't it? Very, very competent.
Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job in both halves. I mean, we bowled well, Goffey and Hoggy. City did a tremendous job. The spinners did a good job, and ground fielding and fielding was very good. So we did well in the first half.
How does that rate as an all-round performance in your time as Yorkshire's captain?
Yeah, there's not been many better. As I say, the first half was tremendous, and then when you see Vaughan playing as well as that, and you've got Buffer as sort of second fiddle to him, then it shows how good we batted second. But yeah, it's been a great day.
There'll be some fighting for places in the semi-final, won't there, when everybody's fit?
If it's not broken, I'm not going to mend it, so we'll leave it.
So really, really good performance. What really stuck out for you as the best part of the day, do you think?
I think it's collective. I mean, Goffey and Siddy and Hoggy came back obviously from the test and they showed a tremendous effort there. Vaughan has come back from the test and he's shown both aspects of it. So I think, collectively, it's been a magnificent performance.
What a great performance that was. You can't have batted much better than that ever, can you?
No, it's probably the best I've ever played. From ball one, I was seeing it pretty well. Everything seems to hit the middle of the bat. Obviously delighted to score 125 not out.
Highest score for Yorkshire in one-day cricket, first 100.
That's right. It's taken quite a while, but it's obviously very pleasing to get it.
Was there a little bit of an extra edge today with you playing against a couple of England colleagues, especially opening the batting against Andrew Caddick?
It's always nice to do well against people you know. Obviously they're 2 great players, and to play against them was great, and to beat them's even better.
Very happy Michael Vaughan there, and why not? He did play absolutely beautifully. Now, there were a couple of other games we need to tell you about before we get to the draw. There they are. Nottinghamshire continue their good form in one-day cricket this season by beating Warwickshire easily enough. 2-14 for 4, with Darren Bicknell continuing his excellent early season form. 117 not out, countering Nick Knight's 103. As for Surrey-Sussex, well, Surrey won that one. Alistair Brown made 108 not out. And Sussex, although they were in it at one stage when Montgomery and Adams were going well together, they got behind the clock. The later batsmen had to really go for it, and they were bowled out comprehensively in the end for 186. So Surrey won by 53 runs. And the semi-final draw, rather, came out of the hat shortly after all of that, and it came out like this: Yorkshire, Gloucestershire, Surrey, Notts. Well, now, David Lloyd, what do we make of those 2 games?
Well, they're 2 cracking games. Yorkshire will be cock-a-hoop, and we could hear the dressing room